So the people are in Egypt under the Pharaoh or king. Yeah, we'll call him king for now. He was the leader. Did he listen to Moses when Moses came to him and said, "Let my people go"?
No.
No. How many times did Moses go and ask the king to saying, "Let my people go"? 3? How about 10? 10 times. And the king said, no. The king said, 10 times. Close enough. Finally, the last plague or bad thing that happened to the people was the killing of the firstborn. And all the people who didn't have the blood of the lamb, sacrificial lamb on their doorposts, died. So finally, Moses was able to get the people together after they had been saved by the blood of the sacrificial lamb on the doorposts and lintel of their home. And they got out of the country. How did they do that? Oh, what? How? There was a... This is good. This is true. There was a problem. There was water in the way. With his staff, what did he do? His big stick in his hand? Parted the water of the Red Sea. The water. He parted the water of the Red Sea. This is great, isn't it? Moses getting the people out of the land of Egypt where they were slaves. And now they get to cross the Red Sea, and they're saved on the other side of the river, the lake, the water, the sea. And all the Egyptians are caught in the water as Moses and his people go out. And what did the people do when they were on the other side of the river? Other side of the bank. They did what?
Complain.
Not yet, no. First they did what? With Miriam and all the people. They sang and danced. They gave thanks to God for bringing them safely through the waters of the Red Sea. Right now they don't have any
Food.
no food. I mean, what else are we going to do for food? You know? They didn't. Fish. Yeah. They didn't have any food. What are they going to do? And there was no water. Thank you, and no water. So the people complained. And what did Moses do? He talked to God about it. He said, God, these people that you put me in charge of, they're complaining, they're moaning, they're groaning, they're whining. And God said, I'm going to provide for you. So what did he do to get water? He hit the rock with his staff. Where's Jonathan? With his staff. And water came pouring forth. And then he said, listen, Moses, I'm going to supply manna for the people. Strange little food that's going to appear. And you'll take enough for your family every day. It's going to come up on the ground. And you take it. What is it? It's what manna is. And you're going to take it. And so you're going to have food. You're going to have manna. And he also said quail. No McDonald's. That's just a symbol for food for them. And so the people gave thanks that now they had food and life. Yes. And they no longer were under the authority of the king. Life was good. They didn't remember to give thanks to God for all they had. How many years did they spend there in the wilderness with Moses?
40.
40 days?
Years.
40 years? A little boring?
No.
A little repetitive? Nah. They did have enough water and they did have enough food. Wasn't quite what they wanted. But Moses had brought them through these 40 years, through the wilderness. They went to Mount Sinai and they got the gift of the Ten Commandments. They kept wandering through the wilderness. This was an interesting time in the wilderness because the people were learning every step of the way who was in charge. And who was it? God was in charge. It wasn't even Moses who was in charge. He was just God's servant. Moses gave a series of sermons. The whole of the book of Deuteronomy is sermon after sermon after sermon. Moses reminding the people, God did this for you, and you need to remember his blessings. Don't forget the blessings of God. He's done all this for you. And here in the 8th chapter. In the 8th chapter. The whole 8th chapter is so good. It's toward the end, it says, in verses 17 and 18, it says, if you start thinking to yourselves, I did all this, and all by myself, I'm rich. It's all mine. Well, Moses says, think again. Remember that God, your God, gave you the strength to produce all this wealth so as to confirm. That's an interesting word for what's coming up on Sunday. So as to confirm the covenant that he promised to your ancestors, as it is today. So Moses is saying, hey, you blockhead. Let's not forget what God's done. You didn't do all this on your own. God did it for you. You started out with nothing. And now look at what you've got. You're just moments away from stepping over the river and going into the promised land. Oh yeah, you're going to have to do some fighting the battles there, but God will get you through it. You're going to have to do some struggling with the other peoples that are there, but God will get you through. No matter what, God will get you through. So, I'm still not sure why we should bother being a Christian steward. What does that mean? That means a Christian believing in Jesus. And a steward means being given all these gifts from God. Wait a minute. What gifts have we been given from God? Food, water, leaders. We won't call them a king now, but leaders. What other blessings? Life, breath, air. What else do we have from God?
Family.
Family. Friends. Come on, get to these more specific things. Those are easy. Oh, maybe churches. Yeah. Pastors, what a gift. What a gift. I get respect. Families, we already said that. What else? Think a little deeper. What? Yes, you are a gift. There's no question about that. Brothers and sisters. Oh yeah, what else? Yes, we have the ability to love as God has loved us. What else?
Thank you, God, for everything in my life, the good and the bad. Some were blessings, some were lessons.
Lessons. Wow. We don't often view all the things in our life that way. If something bad happens, we usually think, why did it have to happen to me? But you're saying that everything is a blessing, aren't you? Or a lesson. A blessing or a lesson. That's really cool. Can you read yours? What does it say?
Thank you, God, for blessing me much more than I deserve.
Huh. Yours said.
Give thanks to God of heaven, for his steadfast love endures forever.
Very good. Those weren't easy words. Nice job. You know where that comes from? You know where that comes from?
Psalm 136, verse 26.
So it comes straight out of the Bible. I love it. We want to be a people who, in response to what does it mean to be a Christian steward, who, can you read the big letters on there?
Live generously.
Oh, wait a minute. Live generously. Look what I found. I found a box full of Live Generously shirts. How cool is that?
Awesome.
Find a size that fits and take at least one home to wear it.